everybody? What I got for y'all today, going through my timeline, and I see will the Cavs trade Kevin Love or Carmelo Anthony. I don't think that'd be a good idea, but let's check it out. Let's see what Stephen A. First Take thinks about it. All right, let's get right into it. Man, let's go.
Love, and I'm trying to acquire Carmelo Anthony. It's the first thing that I'm doing. The reason why is because even though I think Paul George would clearly be both myself and Max's first choice, I think it's going to be harder to get a Paul George than it would be to get our Carmelo Anthony. I think Carmelo Anthony has the hearts, the guts, not only that, but the perimeter game where he's not going to disappear.
I don't think y'all need Carmelo.
Game. That's just not going to happen with Carmelo Anthony on the floor, particularly with LeBron James and Kyrie helping him. I don't know if there's enough basketballs that some could make that argument, but I'm telling you right now,
it ain't going to be enough basketball. Shit. That's the black hole, goddammit. When he gets that motherfucker, he going to slow the offense down completely.
Very big deal. And because of that, I'm not hesitant. I'm going forward. It's something that I thought, if you remember, nobody was out there out front more than me speaking about how the Cavs needed to unload Kevin Love in order to get Carmelo.
Oh, now they saying unloaded, but when they won it, they was like keep him there, make him happy. But now unload his ass because he ain't do shit. Get out of here, man.
James shows up, but then is forced to roll his eyes in utter disgust at Kevin Love because Kevin Love just didn't seem to be the guy in Game 5 that he was in Game 4 or Game 2. Things along those lines.
He wasn't that. He disappeared like a motherfucker, man.
I don't think they need another ISO scorer. I think
they don't need another ISO scorer. You're correct. I agree with you.
Who can also guard out in space, who can switch on to smaller players if you need him to, who can hit the three if you want to play 5 out, or post you up, like a version of that who was available last year, Al Horford, right? The ideal version of that would be what we hope Karl Anthony Towns can develop into. Golden State has something
Towns would be
like
good,
that,
but
minus the
they
rim
ain't getting
protection
rid of him.
in Draymond
Fuck out of
Green,
here.
and that's really what's made them different, you know, until Kevin Durant came and put him over the top. But those guys are really hard to find. And
way
Phil
over the
Jackson
top.
is dumb enough to give you like Porzingis, who's a version of that for Kevin Love, and you never know with the Knicks. You probably are not going to find that. So then what else could they use?
The Knicks ain't going to do no shit like give up Porzingis. Hell no.
Even the recent history.
Hell no.
Two-way wing players is probably the fastest way to a championship. Jordan and Pippen, LeBron and Wade. Who's like that if not Paul George, Stephen A., who may be available? Jimmy Butler. So, you know, is Jimmy Butler good enough to be the best player on a championship team? No. But the second or maybe third best player on a championship?
I agree with that. Jimmy Butler.
Yes.
I agree.
The question is, does he shoot it well enough from the outside? If he does that year, they could win the whole thing.
Question, are you saying for the record?
For the record.
That a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers should take Jimmy Butler ahead of Carmelo Anthony?
Any team in the league should take Jimmy Butler ahead of Carmelo
Anthony. Hell yeah. I will too. I agree with him. Fuck that. I ain't taking Carmelo.
Really?
No. No, I'm not taking. Fuck no. He slows your team down.
The ball doesn't need to stop.
It don't need to stop. It don't.
Nobody's denying
I don't give a fuck. Nah. Hell no.
Jimmy Butler, we know, has the talent, and because he was the #1 option for the Chicago Bulls, and he
shit, ain't had nobody.
He has my respect.
He got my respect too, but nah, you wrong right now, Stephen A. Smith. Fuck that.
No Carmelo Anthony.
He sure ain't no Carmelo Anthony, but I don't want his ass.
Hold on, nobody's stopping the Golden State Warriors. You need to outscore them. You're not stopping them.
Well, you got a good point there.
Go ahead. I don't think Carmelo makes the the Cavs offense better. He's a better ISO scorer.
I don't think so either, man.
But as a piece in the offense,
no.
Kevin Love gives them offensive rebounding, outlet passing, and outside shooting. And because Kyrie is such an ISO player, and because LeBron is such a high usage player, what they don't need is another high usage ISO player.
No, you got already. Yes, you hit it right on the head.
Another level of disrespect towards Carmelo Anthony, because this is what people are assuming. They see Carmelo Anthony as the #1 option in New York, ISO ball, and they look at him in his days with George Karl in Denver, and they think that's all there is.
I do think that's all there is.
Carmelo Anthony knows how to catch and shoot. He knows how to not hold the ball for
20
seconds in order to score and play.
But will he do it is the difference.
Think about it this way. Not only is your offense more prolific, but also because not just because of both of them on the floor together, that is, it's also because when he goes to the bench, you still have two scorers on the floor who can do their own thing in a Kyrie or Melo. So the consistency with which their offense would flow is certainly something that Carmelo Anthony could absolutely positively facilitate. And not only that, he's also not unselfish because when he performs, when he's performed in Olympic competition, certainly not to compare the two, I'm talking about the unselfishness.
I didn't think
where
about
you have teammates that you can trust will get it done. Carmelo Anthony has been underappreciated. I'm telling you.
When he was in the Olympics, he was the primary scoring option used by LeBron James on that team. It's not that he was the best player, but he was the scoring star when LeBron used him that way. He fit in very well, I agree. But now you have yet another defensive weakness on the team. Even if he turns into much less of an ISO player and can fit in the offense, he does rebound the ball and doesn't do not the outlet passer that Kevin Love is or the offensive rebounder or the outside shooter. But he's a better overall scoring.
He like, please. Fuck out here,
then,
please.
Defensively, you still haven't addressed your weakness here. Jimmy Butler gives you a lot of scoring.
Jimmy Butler do give you a lot of score and defense at the same time.
Jimmy Butler's a better defender. Paul George is a better defender. I get that. I am conceding. No one is stopping Golden State. So you have to. So they outscored. They averaged 121.6, and the Cleveland had some defenders on there. It doesn't matter. They're going to score against anybody. But let me hold on, Max. But
if you got to pressure them a little bit, shit. If you ain't giving them no defense, them motherfuckers gonna light your ass up.
LeBron James on the same team. There is no 28-4 second quarter run. I promise you that.
It ain't.
There is no 28-4.
You're right there.
You're right. I think your logic breaks apart. I don't follow it because the Cavs had an all-time great offense. The difference in these the difference in these two clubs was not that Golden State's offense was so much better than the Cavs. The difference was they both had great offenses and only one had an excellent defense, and that was Golden State. So you want to just try to outscore Golden State? You're still going to lose. You must address your defense.
Yeah, that is what it was. One that they both can score, but motherfucker, they got defense now. Golden State can play some fucking defense. They stopped motherfuckers when they needed to. The motherfucking Cavs couldn't stop no motherfucking body. So, Stephen A., you motherfucking wrong right here, man. I'm sorry to tell you, you fucking wrong. So, gotta give it up to him. All right, man. If you liked it, hit that subscribe and like button for me. Peace. No Carmelo Anthony. All right.